is Marvin D'Souza. I'm an SE at Cisco. In today's video, we're going to look at insertion of a service graph between two EPGs. In particular, we're going to look at inserting a service of a virtual firepower threat defense firewall between two EPGs, and then limiting or allowing communication using the FMC to configure the vFTD. So what this enables you to do is get more control within your ACI fabric by using devices or services that are particularly designed for a particular function. In this case, the function is of a firewall, of a next generation firewall, and the device you're going to be using is a virtual firepower threat defense. Let's get started. So what we're going to do here today is we're going to configure a service graph and insert it, apply it, so that it reconfigures virtual firepower threat defense. And you'll notice now I have these two adapters in the quarantine port group. But after I configure my service graph template and apply it, ACI should automatically configure this VM within vCenter. So let me open up my ACI and bring it over. So this is my APIC controller. So I'm already in my tenants, but just to show you, let's start at the beginning. So within tenants, click on security. See, this is the tenant I'm working with for this lab. Click on the tenant. Within tenants, I'm going to expand layer 4 through 7 services. Then I'm going to click on L through L7 devices, and I'm going to create a new device. This is not a managed device, meaning I do not have a device package. With a device package, I would be able to make configuration changes within ACI. Those changes would be then deployed within my virtual firepower threat defense. There is no current package available for firepower threat defense. So I'm going to uncheck the manage box. Choose out of here. I'm going to call this make it go to, because I want all my traffic to go to that vFTD to get scrutinized. Choose the box vFTD of 2. I'm going to add my next. So that will be one of my services. These are the VNICs that correspond to my infrastructure and the way I set up my virtual firepower threat defense. But you should choose whatever interfaces you configure for your system. Once you've finished all this configuration, just do it once over. If everything looks good, click Finish. So now you'll see I have a vFTD 10 device created. Now I'm going to go to L4 through L7 service graph templates and create a template. I'm going to drag the device I just created to the center here. So what I'm going to do is between my two EPGs, I want to do service. I'm going to name this as well. 10. I'll call this as well. These are just logical names. These names are not variables that get pulled into any of your configurations, so you could name this whatever you want. Just for ease, Well, to name the convention in this lab, I'm leaving everything the same. Now I gotta apply this service graph, so I'm just gonna right click on it and hit apply service graph. Once I do that, I get the choice now of creating a contract within the service graph between the two EPGs. So I'm going to use EPG F1 and EPG DB1. I want to control communication between these two EPGs using my virtual power thread defense. I'm going to call this as well vFTD-10. For now, I'm going to leave. No, I'm not going to put any filters on this. I'm going to leave this open all or allow everything. Click next. Now, this is the graph. Here is the interfaces I created earlier in the first step on my crew on screening my device. So again, just do a once over, make sure everything's good. Click finish. Now, when I do that, what I want to see is, I want to see here at the bottom here, if everything's configured correctly, my ACI reconfiguring my virtual machine. Here it is, it's begun. So one interface is completed, and now probably a couple seconds we should see the second interface start yet. As you can see, it's 20% completed. So now if I click on this, where you earlier saw the two quarantined services, port groups, now you see that ACI has reconfigured the port groups with the appropriate EPG on those two interfaces. Now let's check and see if we can actually ping our firewall, check the firewall interface IP addresses and see if we can ping it from our endpoints. I'm going to bring my machine, which has access to my firepower management console. So this is my firepower management console here. I've logged into my firepower threat defense, the version one here, the Cisco FTD F2. I have two zones, DB1 and AP1, configured with IP addresses 220.220.1 and 10.230.230.1 respectively. So let me pull over a endpoint within these boxes, within these zones, and let's take a look. We can ping our gateway. So 221, this is DB. So I can ping my gateway. So now the test is, let me see if I can ping my other box. So from app, let me try and ping DB. Let's do that. Ping it. Very good. And I should be able to ping it from the other side as well because I had a contract which was bi-directional. So I can ping both endpoints from either box. So now let's check our policies, and let's create a policy on our firepower management console. So let's click here, edit. I have multiple boxes and multiple policies on this fire management console. So I'm just going to click on one here. I'm going to delete this one. Let's start from scratch again here. And click add rule. We could save and deploy that change, but we don't need to do that. So let's just say from app and source the destination. We will block ICMP. Okay, make sure the rule is enabled. I'll also go ahead and turn on logging. This way we'll know if our rule is actually working. Let's save, click deploy. Make sure you choose the right box. And then just click deploy. In my lab so far, this has always taken about a minute to get deployed. Let's go ahead and start a continuous ping here and see what happens. So as soon as the rule is deployed, see that the ping stopped. Let's see if we can ping the other direction as well. So in the other direction we can ping. Let's go check and see if our policies have been noted at the connection events here. Click on analysis. Connections, events. If we see that there's a block from the 230.230.10 to the 220.220.10 from the app zone to the DB zone. So we're good over there. Now let's go back to that policy and edit it. What we'll do is we'll allow an application, because this is one of the benefits of using a layer 4 through 7 firewall, is now we can actually do application profiling and block just applications as opposed to just ports. So let's just go ahead and do that. I'm going to change this to block RDP, because that's the only application I really have running on these test boxes. Get rid of the ICMP. So the only application I want to block right now is RDP. I have logging enabled. I'm going to click on save. Save. And again deploy. So you can see the policy is almost deployed. There it is, completely deployed. Pings have begun. Let's see if you can RDP. So now, the only thing I'm blocking with this current policy block RDP is the RDP protocol. Previously I was blocking everything. So let's go back here. Desktop connection. 10.220.10. Click here. You should get this scrolling bar or a spinning circle, and again you can double check within your power management console by going to analysis, connection, and events to check and see if really you are blocking RDP. And let's go over the side. You should see RDP was blocked using the firepower threat defense firewall. So there you have it, folks. Insertion of a service graph within ACI APGs. One thing that I did not cover was the configuration of my actual devices. So if I go to the Windows 7 DB and Windows 7 AP were the two endpoints I was using in this lab, in this example. So click on endpoint edit settings here. This one was in the EPG DB1, and app was in EPG app 1. And if I scroll back to let me pull my
APIC controller back here.
And if I go to those EPGs here, so if I go to EPG app 1, and I click on operational tab here, I should see my EPG here as well, with the IP address configured for it. You'll see multiple IP addresses here because I've been using this machine for multiple labs and it's kept track of that. Same thing here. So if you're using this and you're not seeing your machine in the right lab and the right IP address, that means it's not being learned here. So you can see the 10, 220, 220, 10 is the latest IP address learned. And here you should see 10.230.230.10 is the latest IP address learned. Again, thanks for watching, and hope you found this video informational and interesting. Thanks.